Why, hello there. Your wife is over her sickness, I hope. The worst is over.
Wrong
Patient
person.
soon. I've missed too much work already.
Mariana.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help?
Technically, we're apostates.
Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fenrir. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle.
Especially in this city.
His connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of a blood-blooded human infant. I raised Fenrir myself, here in the alienage.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turn to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fenrir still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust.
Technically, he did. For good reason.
But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe.
Do we know somewhere safe?
I don't know where Fenrir is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fenrir's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the...
The one that didn't want him?
Fenrir might have sought him out.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
Don't coddle this boy. If he is a mage, he's dangerous and belongs in the Circle.
Thank you.
Fenrir's here coming out.
It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Good to see you again, my dear.
You kept my brother out far too late last night.
It was this way. Oh, the Elven Alienage. Lowtown is home to a squalid Elven alienage. Here, like in most latest alienages, elves have packed into tiny rundown apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown, but the elves go to great lengths, keeping this place looking bright and festive. The Vahanit, Tree of the People, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and is lovingly cared for. It is difficult to say if the elves will continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life may be. Pursuit of knowledge, Brother Genetivi. Alright. Meryl?
Busy today, I see.
Oh. You're talking to each other. I'm gonna. I feel like Varric's gonna be a staple of our party. Mana and the use of magic. Mana is that which defines a mage. It is potential that dwells within a person but does not always manifest itself. All men are connected to the Fade. We go there to dream, but only those with this potential may draw upon its power. Mana is then the measurement of one's ability to draw power from the Fade, and it is this ability that is expended in magic. As in all other things, it has limits, just as man has the strength to lift only so much weight and no more. A mage cannot work more magic at one time than his mana allows. If he wishes to work magic that will be beyond his strength, a mage must bolster his mana with lyrium. Without lyrium, it is possible for the reckless to expend their own life force in the working of magic, and occasionally ambitious apprentices injure or even kill themselves by overexertion. From the lectures of the first enchanter, Wincelis. That's a new name. I want to look around first. Arlathan, Part 2. You ask what happens to Arlathan? Sadly, we do not know. Even those of us who keep the ancient lore have no record of what truly happened. What we have are accounts of the days before the fall, and a fable of the whims of the gods. The humans, which was changing even as the human world, which was changing even as the elves slept. Clans and tribes gave way to a powerful empire called Tevinter, which for what reason we do not know, moved to conquer Elvenan. When they breached the great city of Arlathan, our people, fearful of disease and lost of immortality, chose to flee rather than fight. With magic, demons, and even dragons at their behest, the Tevinter Imperium marched easily through Arlathan, destroying homes and galleries and amphitheaters that had stood for ages. Our people were corralled as slaves, and human contact quickened their veins until every captured elf turned mortal. The elves called to their ancient gods, but there was no answer. As to why the gods didn't answer, our people left only a legend. They say that Finharo, the Dread Wolf, and Lord of Tricksters, approached the ancient gods of good and evil and proposed the truths. The gods of good will remove themselves to heaven, and the lords of evil will exile themselves to the abyss. Neither group ever again entered the other's lands, but the gods did not know that Finharo had planned to betray them. By the time they realized the Dread Wolf's treachery, they were sealed in their respective realms, never again to interact with the mortal world. It is a fable, to be sure, but those elves who traveled the beyond claim that Finharo still roams the world of dreams, keeping watch over the gods, lest they escape from their prisons. Whatever the case, Arlathan has fallen to the very humans our people have once considered mere pests. It is said that the Tevinter Magisters used this great destructive power to force the very ground to swallow Arlathan whole, destroying aeons of collecting knowledge, culture, and arts. The whole of elven lore left only a memory. The fall of Arlathan is told by Gisharo, keeper of the relevant clan of the Delish Elves. Okay, let's save.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on.
She's adorable. Iffy still kind of distrustful, but...
Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
I came here to see you, Meryl. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest, and I'm already a terrible host. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
I'm not sure this was a kindness.
Really?
It's not pretty, but this is where I need to be. I haven't exactly had many friends, not even among my own clan. This is tricky.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible Keeper. I was never that good with people.
Really? You're doing fine.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawke. It means a lot to me.
No. What is this rivalry system? Oh, Revenant. We did. Okay. An entire unit of men, all slain by one creature. I didn't believe it at first, your perfection, but it appears that this is so. We have a survivor, and while at first I thought his rantings were exaggerations, it appears to be no simple skeleton. The descriptions of the creature's abilities were eerily similar to those our brothers at Marnet's Pale encountered almost a century ago. Men pulled through the air to skewer themselves on the creature's blades, and attacked so quick that it was able to assault multiple opponents at once. Know your perfection. What we have here is indeed a revenant and nothing left. From a letter to Divine Amara III, 571, Exalted. A revenant is a corpse possessed by a demon of pride or of desire, making it amongst the most powerful possessed opponents that one can face. Many possess spells, but most are armed and armored and prefer the use of their martial talents. They are weak against physical attacks, but regenerate quickly, and commonly use telekinesis to pull opponents into melee range should they try to flee. Revenants also have the ability to strike multiple opponents surrounding them, stay at range if possible, and strike quickly. This is the only way to take such a creature down. Places? Nope. Letters? Nope. Lore. Other than mana. Excuse me, and then I want to read some more of that. Oh, the antiquarian. Okay, items. Lotherin's Lament. Written by Ferelden refugee as she fled the Blight, this book of poems contains touching reminiscence of all she had to leave behind. Readers will surely benefit from her experience of things not lost. Written by a Ferelden refugee as she fled the Blight, this book is poems describing her struggle to preserve her past and cling to a few physical mementos she brought with her into foreign lands. Readers will surely find this book enchanting. The Lion of Arlaze. At the height of the summer war of Arlaze was embroidered in fierce battles. Over the course of the war, dozens of contenders from the Imperium throne emerged. Most long forgotten except at footnotes in scholarly tomes, but everyone remembers the gallant young Lord Emil Devereaux, the Golden Prince, thought outnumbered at every turn, but racked victory upon victory, culminating in the Seventh Battle of Roses. While wearing this shield, he broke through his uncle's vanguard to win the day. He never knew the taste of defeat, instead meeting his end at the hands of a jealous lover in the dead of night. Malcolm's honor. And we know, okay, this is on our parents. Malcolm and Leandra fled against the waking sea to a new life away from the cold shadow of the gallows. It took some doing, but the vastness of Ferelden allowed them to fall beneath the notice of their Templar's pursuers. They settled in a small village of Lotharen, where Malcolm made every effort to ensure that his children didn't fear magic and were well insulated against those who did. Malcolm had picked up a trick or two here and there, and this deceptively simple staff shows the breadth of his knowledge. More an ongoing project than a specialist tool. It is a handiwork of someone comfortable with the life he must live for as long as he was granted the opportunity to live it. His bequest. Last one for now. In Kirkwall, Malcolm and Leandra, and despite all common sense In Kirkwall, Malcolm met Leandra and, despite all common sense, courted her. The few times Leandra managed to slip away from her family, Malcolm showed her a whole new world. Something completely different from her cloistered experience. It was dangerous, forbidden, and she quickly fell madly in love with the dashing Malcolm Hawke. Those stolen moments would end all too soon. One day, while fighting the carter on the docks, Malcolm used magic to save the life of the Crimson Oars leader. The Kirkwall Templars were alerted, but Malcolm wouldn't flee the city without seeing his love one last time. He devised to meet her at the masked ball for the visiting Arlesian Empress. Disguised in Arlesian robes, Malcolm slipped past the Templars to dance with his love. At the end of the night, Leandra would not hear his goodbyes and chance that happiness rather than face her gray, prearranged future. Malcolm and Leandra ran into the night and never looked back. Oh. Okay. This is the bedroom. The Maker's first children. The Maker's first creations were the spirits, glorious beings that populated the many spires of the Golden City, and the Chant of Light says that they revered the Maker with unquestioning devotion. The Maker, however, was dissatisfied. Although the spirits were like him in that they could manipulate the ether and create from it, they did not do so. They had no urge to create, and even when instructed to do so, possessed no imagination to give their creations ingenuity or life. The Maker realized his only folly. He had created the spirits to resemble him in all, but the one and most important way. They did not have a spark of the divine within them. He expelled all those spirits out of the Golden City and into the Fade, and proceeded to his next creation, life. That sucks. The Maker created the world and the living beings upon it, separated from the Fade by the veil. His new children would be unable to shape the world around them, and thus would need to struggle to survive. In return for their struggle, the Maker gave them the spark of the divine, a soul. He watched with pleasure as his creation flourished and showed all the ingenuity that he hoped for. The spirits grew jealous of the living and coaxed them into the Fade when they slept. The spirits wished to know more of life, hoping to find a way to regain the Maker's favor. Through the eyes of the living, they experienced new concepts: love, fear, pain, and hope. The spirits reshaped the Fade to resemble the lives and concepts that they saw, each spirit desperately trying to bring the most dreamers to their own realm so they could vicariously possess a spark of the divine through them. As the spirit grew in power, however, some of them became contemptuous of the living. These were the spirits that saw the darkest part of the dreamers. Their lands were places of torment and horror, and they knew that the living were strongly drawn to places that mirrored these dark parts of themselves. These spirits questioned the Maker's wisdom and proclaimed the living inferior. They learned from the darkness they saw and became the first demons. Rage, hunger, sloth, desire, pride. These are the dark parts of the soul that gives the demons their power, and the hooks they use to claw their way into the world of the living. It was demons that whispered into the minds of men, convincing them to turn from the Maker and worship false gods. They seek to possess all life as their due, forging kingdoms of nightmares in the Fade in the hopes of one day storming the walls of heaven itself. And their Maker despaired once again, for he had given the power of creation to his new children, and in return they had created sin. From the Maker's first children by Bader, senior chanter of Ostwick, 812. Blessed. That's a new name too. Okay. Sure. Okay. I won't. Yeah. Oh wait. Is it the Wayward Son? Oh, you're a main quest. Oh. But we also have another thing in the gallows, don't we? Enemies Among Us. Which is also main. But we also haven't been there, so let's go. Yep, haven't been here.
Thank you very much for the help earlier, Varric.
You made it back to the alienage in one piece, then?
I don't know how I wound up in Darktown. There are just too many corners in Kirkwall.
Still got that ball of twine?
I left it at my house. Don't worry, I won't get lost while we're following Hawke.
Bring it next time, Daisy. Just in case.
Daisy. Interesting.
People talk about the Circle like it's a prison. It's no different than anywhere in Thedas.
The brass. Oh, we can't talk to you yet. Templar recruit Hugh.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
You've been sent. Well, we did come here before.
Sister.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders.
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
And your point is?
The Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen.
Oh, are you gonna... Excuse me.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Sounds brutal. And effective.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
They're killing each other or
Just stay
something.
alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
He told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head.
He's running.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Enemies among us. Okay, that's what we're doing after we figure out where this guy is. Thrask.
Are you the Templar who is pursuing the boy Fainrail?
I did not realize his name was known so widely.
And I didn't know we would announce it to a Templar.
Perhaps you know Ariane from when she was with the Dalish.
We don't all know each other. There are a lot of clans, you know.
Are you a friend of his?
So Corporate really doesn't like Templars. That's interesting. Makes sense though. And do we know how our father died?
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles. If we do not find Fainrail soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
Seems like you Templars could use all the help you can get.
True. It is surely not in the lad's best interests to turn away anyone who seeks to find him. There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson. He left the Order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall.
Nice
If Faelor
man.
went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I've seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
Okay.
I wish there was a way out of here.
I don't think we have any. Oh, we do have junk. Minor ichor, small snowflake obsidian. We're at 34. Rune of fire, lightning, fortune. Lightning warding. Okay. Never remember. Do we? Oh no, we have to do. We have to go to a person who can do that, don't we? Just want to make sure they don't have something we can. I've been looking at the wrong stuff. Oh crap. That was my rune. That's annoying. Oh, that's not what I want. Why is it two different things? Can we get it back? Nope. Don't need that. Wrong.
I just tried the lyrium. It made me feel tingly.
Oh lordy. Wrong way. Mage goods. Ornate ring. You don't have much.
The first enchanter has marked up these potions well beyond the cost.
Herbalist. Elfru, Blarium. Restoration potion. Not too bad. Still at 33.
Welcome back.
He is trying to earn money for the circle.
Ah, welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solicitus. Please take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
How can I help?
It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Syrah.
Nope. Enemies amongst us. Cullen! There we go. Giant spider. Ooh. Dragon Fang. Back to the Delish, I guess. I was knocking them down. I was going back up. Can we actually go this way? We can. It's blocked. That's interesting. Now, who would I like to go to? That's the question. I kind of want to see Cullen, because we know who he is. Well, out meta knowledge, we know who he is. Let's deal with Fenrir, Low Town at night. But first, I want to go home first. Narrow's home. Oh, you can go straight there. And Andrew's clinic, Fenris's mansion. Wow. We can go home. Oh, what's wrong?
Keep it down, dog. All that noisy dog breath, day in, day out. Make him stop.
He doesn't sweat like we do. And it's stuffy in here. You could open a window.
He's hot. Oh.
There. Isn't that annoying? Ah, blight take you.
Titan's gonna attack him at some point. There we go. All we really have is just one deep. Oh, cool. Debilitating poison. Coding duration 30 minutes. Wow. Undermine the combat effectiveness of every enemy they hit, reducing the damage to flow. Huh. Now we only have one. Oh, no, huh. Where do we see what we have? Here we only have one. Flanders. Elf fruit. So this counts as a healing potion. We have 3 elf roots. Purity. Damage to darkspawn. We didn't. Let's see. Oh, it helps with injuries. Eh. Not what I thought was going to happen.
I'm with you, sister.
For now, we know. Oh wait, we do have new people. Barbarian. Nope. Dane. Sebastian. You know what? It's always at the bottom. Sebastian. Meryl. And I just want to make sure I didn't put anything in the storage. What's that? Oh yeah, Isabella. Meryl. Alright, let's... What was this? Oh, the writing desk. For now. I like the order. We were going at night. Yeah. Alright, my girl, let's see. Inner eye. Swap this with the health one. And then favor. Yep. That works. I don't think I have anything for you. Oh, the thing we found helped him. Okay, so that's how we're going to increase this for them. I wonder if the image of their attire changes. I hope so. I want to go to the wayward son, Havel. Mirror, loose ends. I don't even remember. The wrong person. Old city slums. Mirren. But it's not a companion thing, so it shouldn't matter. 'Cause I don't even remember what that is.
Well, if it ain't my favorite new citizen. What are you doing here?
That's what I'm wondering.
Did you finally figure out being free and poor in Kirkwall ain't worth a rat's spit?
You had an offer for me.
You mean you're not too good for my kind of work? Because the blokes I hired after you couldn't find their arse with both hands. I sent them to take out Lord Harryman while he was preparing his cargo for shipping. Nighttime, docks, simple. Never came back.
I assume this isn't personal.
Jobs paid for second hand by some other old Kirkwall family. The nobles here like to shank each other for sport. We're just their knives.
I haven't heard a job in this yet.
The job's the same. Kill Harriman, but there'll be a bonus if you find my men alive.
Oh, I don't remember which one I
I
did.
assume this isn't personal.
Jobs paid for second hand by some other old Kirkwall family. The nobles here like to shank each other for sport. We're just their knives.
Ugh. You really don't kill for coin, technically. Let's see. What do I like doing? I'm thinking. Carver's gonna hate this. You know what?
Being a mercenary just wasn't for me.
You'll be back when you need coin bad enough.
I do need coin, actually. Who sends? So this basically saying, oh, by the way, you're going to need him. Do we not have... If I take it, I can't take... The issue is Carver. Do I care at this point, though, about how Carver sees us? Because, well, let's begin. It's, I can swap out here. Because we do need the coin, regardless of what's being said. Do. Oh. Something we can sell.
You decide slitting throats is better than begging?
You had an offer for me.
You mean you're not too good for my kind of work? Because the blokes I hired after you couldn't find their arse with both hands. I sent them to take out Lord Harryman while he was preparing his cargo for shipping. Nighttime, docks, simple. Never came back.
Sure.
I'm sure I can finish what they started.
They were supposed to ambush him at the docks. That'd be the best place to start looking. And remember, Harriman dead, my lad Gustav alive. Other way around, then you don't get paid.
I thought that's fine. I want my boy back.
It's awfully noisy in here.
I'll take you up back when I'll need Varric out for something. Go back. Alright, let's head this way. Which one is this? Wayward Son. And we do need to go do that as well. Samson?
What do you know? I was told my old friend Thrask was advising you folks to seek me out. You're looking for the boy, right? Feign something. I'll tell you now, there's not much I can do for you.
I'm I'm looking for a retired Templar named Samson.
Retired. Sounds better than burned out husk of a Templar begging coins in the choke damp. They don't do anything to keep you, you know. You join the Order, you're free to walk away. But they're the only ones who've got the dust.
The dust?
Lyrium, an ore the dwarves mine. Magic in its raw form.
Oh.
You need to drink the stuff to face down the magicers. Problem is, if you ever try to stop, just about kills you.
Is it true you give aid to apostates fleeing the Templars?
The mages I help, they're no more than children, newly discovered their magic and terrified. Barely left their mother's skirts, and now we're saying they got to be locked away for their own good. The demons are hunting them. Do you wonder they run?
Did you meet the boy?
Afraid so. Blighter was dead broke though, not a silver on him. I helped one mageling for free, and I'll never get paid again. I pointed him to a ship captain I know, Rayner. Sometimes he'll take on runaways. Took another apostate last week, girl I sent him. Might have gone wrong though. I heard rumors he took the both of them captive instead.
Oh boy.
So your good friend's a kidnapper? Can't say I'm surprised.
Not a friend. Just someone who's not afraid to try this business. Rumor has it, Rayner had the pair of them locked inside a Keys warehouse. Somewhere close to dockside. You want to go looking? You might find the lad before he gets ransomed to the Templars. Or worse.
So the docks. The freaking docks. Crap. Prison. Mind blast. Oh, there's someone else. Oh.
Go down!
It's over. I think it's over.
Carver leveled. Is there nothing in here? Chest. And some silver adds up. Crap. Let's do this. Stamina. Two-handed Vanguard Warmonger. That's the pump trimmer. It's not bad. I'm not doing control. Scythe. Shattering. Whirlwind. Charge. Although make their own decision about what to wear, several armor upgrades are available, but does it change appearances? I get it, but come on.
Good job in there. In fact, get rid of any other groups like that, and I'll be at the Hanged Man with some toys as reward. Courtesy of some interested friends.
Well, how about that?
Huh. What, that suspicious lady? Foundry. Alienage. I guess next is the docks. Marcus or oh not it's, oh, what did I just do? Okay, good. Marcus active. Okay.